Good evening, everybody, and welcome to GEG Amman's Tip Tuesday. My name is Georgina, and I am the leader for GEG Amman Global Educator Group in Amman, Jordan. Welcome to today's special episode of End of the Year celebrations. I see we have some viewers joining us this evening from Mohammed's joining us from Pakistan. Welcome to Mohammed. And also Darren's in the house from UK. Welcome to GEG UK, folks. And Tamina's here, our lovely social media captain and coordinator and general inspiration for GEG Amman. Welcome. And for those of you who are also joining, please go ahead and type your name and drop where you're joining us from, because it's always super exciting to connect with everybody globally. So today we have a small episode, as always, just 30 minutes to share all kinds of goodies about wrapping up the end of the school year. So I understand that some schools have already ended their school year, and some schools like my own are going to be ending in a couple of weeks. And then some schools, as I learned from our good friend Darren from the UK, actually have quite a ways to go yet. I think 7 weeks. Is that right, Darren? And so we have also Paula joining. Hi, Paula from Washington. So exciting. Welcome and super nice to connect with you. Guys, please go ahead and drop your Twitter handles in the chat if you are a Twitter folk, and then you can connect that way. And of course, those of you, I'm going to drop now the slide for today's agenda in the chat. There you go, so that you can join us live as well and share in the resources that I've dropped there for everybody. So it is view access, and you'll see on the left-hand side of today's slide, if I click on GEG Amman, you'll find there that the registration form to join our GEG is there. So please go ahead and share it out with other educators in your area. It's always super great to build a global community. So yeah, pass that out to anybody who you think would benefit from connecting with others internationally. We'd love to have everybody. And same for myself, I'm always connecting with other GEGs, like we see Darren's from the UK, and so we're connected there. Thanks, Paula, for dropping your Twitter handle. And good evening, Ahmed. Ahmed's joining from Amman GEG as well. Ahmed Katoum, nice to see you. Ahmed, tell us in the chat, how long do you have to go until the end of the school year? Are you guys done now? It'd be interesting to know. I think what did Mutassim say to me on the call last time? That I think he said that his school was out, except the teachers were just doing, wrap-up work, right? But I think the students were already done. So I think maybe every school is different in each country. Although I learned today that in the UK, it's pretty consistent. They go until the end of July and that's it. So shout out to those troopers, those super troopers. Absolutely. Awesome. Okay, also, if you're interested, there's the bit.ly link for our Tip Tuesday session. So it's embedded into the Google Classroom link. And so you're welcome to share all of these awesome resources out. Okay, so are you guys ready to get started? I'm really excited. Actually, I have a favor, Darren, if you happen to know the link for Abid's Inbox Zero, please drop it for us so that I can embed it there, because I couldn't actually find it. I meant to ask him earlier on the call and I forgot. So Abid has this awesome resource. We'll get to that soon. I got too excited, way ahead of myself. But Darren, if you find the link, drop it for us. Thanks, buddy. Okay, so let's get started with end of the year celebration resources. So the best part about end of the year, well, for many, is the whole celebration part, right? Like class parties and looking back over the year and celebrating all of the wonderful achievements, all of the teams, all of the academic achievements as well. So it's a lot of celebration, right? So I found a few resources that I thought you guys would be able to take away into your classrooms to help you with end of the year. My favorite one that I found so far for adaptable things was from Slidesmania. So if you click on this first one, it's going to take you to a virtual graduation slide deck or template. And she does prepare these in PowerPoint as well as Google Slides. So you're able to download. So obviously, if most of us are using G Suite for Education on this call, then you'll be able to go ahead and click on this here. It says get the Google Slides theme. So you click get the Google Slides theme and a box in the top right here called use template. So you click use template and it's going to copy her slide deck into your Google Slides for you. So I know that Slides Mania, I shared this, I think back in March. With GEGMN, but this one is super, super awesome for end of the year graduation. So I know some schools globally, guys, and drop in the chat if your school is opting in or opting out of graduation this year. It's a really hot topic right now, right? Because obviously we're coming up to the end of the year, but some schools are choosing to have graduation and some schools are postponing. So please drop in the chat and let us know if your school is going ahead with a physical graduation or not, and or if your school is going ahead with a virtual graduation or not. So whether or not they're doing either or, this slide deck is a really awesome opportunity for you to create. And it looks like because I'm streaming live, my internet's not going to be super fast right now to copy the deck. So I'll just go back to give you the, there we go. Some examples here on the web page. So you can see there's like little graduation diplomas. Do you guys see that? Or like certificates of appreciation. And so like inside your class, how could we use things like that? Even if it's not their graduating year, how could we use it to celebrate achievements in class? So just looking over to the chat. Oh, hey, Steph. We have Steph joining us from Ohio. Woo! Ohio and in America. And Dina is joining us. Dina, drop your Twitter handle in the chat since you guys are just joining now and tell us where you're joining from. And Jason, my friend Jason, that's so cool. Hi, Jason, welcome from New York. Although this is quite an interesting story, I'm going to let him tell you since this is not a social 30-minute Tip Tuesday. But Jason, I met Jason on my ISTE course that I'm doing right now. Super awesome educator. You guys need to connect with that dude. Jason, drop your Twitter handle, buddy, and tell the people where you are from. I was so confused. Not that that's going to surprise Darren or Steph on the call at all, with my time zone catastrophe. But also turns out there's a New York that's really close to Canada where I grew up. So that was just like a disaster for me to understand. One minute I think the guy's, joining us from New York and the next minute from Canada. And it just totally messed up the time zones for him to join. So I'm really glad that you made it today, Jason. Thanks for joining. And I hope you find some of these resources helpful. So everybody who's just joining now, please drop your Twitter handle and connect with each other. And so for Tamina, she said that we are not doing a virtual graduation, and I'm just checking to see if there are other people doing graduations or not. So please let us know if your school is doing a graduation or not. Okay, and what are some other ideas? I'm going to blow these up a little bit. How could we use little certificates like this to celebrate your students in the classroom coming up to the end of the year? What do you guys think? Awesome. So everybody's connecting. So I'll just give out a couple of ideas and then you guys can add to that in the chat as well, or you can tweet them out after. So things that popped into my mind right away, especially these colorful ones on the top, would be for maybe people who achieved different things. So for if you have like a class set, if you're in a primary or elementary school, you could take certificates like that for like best reader in the class, or person who read the most books, or person who told the funniest story, or person who animated the best video. And there's all kinds of really great things you can do to celebrate every single member of your classroom. So little certificates like this go a really long way. It's really super to make, as I said before, because you're going to just use the template, which is still loading, super awesome internet while streaming. And then you have all of these slide deck templates to use from. So there's all kinds of stuff you could do there. And then obviously there's this one down here on the bottom left and the right saying you are a graduate. So for the graduating classes in your schools, you can still even send them a certificate, even if they're not graduating physically, I mean. So if your school has chosen to postpone the graduation until next fall or next year or join the 2 years together, this is still a great way that you can say, hey, you graduated and we know that and we are so proud of you until your physical graduation. So absolutely take a look at those. Okay, so Darren says that he's thinking of getting students and staff to contribute to a flip grid. Absolutely. So flip grid's down there on the bottom of my list. So I'll go a little faster since I talked a lot about that slide deck. I was excited about the slide deck. Way to go, Slides Mania. So take a look at that. Okay, Ahmed said they decided at the end of the school year to train a group of teachers on the classroom program. That is so cool. So we also have right now, and I know we dropped that in social, Tamina or Steph or Darren, any of you can drop the Global GAG Bootcamp, and we'll get to that at the end of the end of the session. Okay, so back to celebrating resources. This link from Common Sense Org, I know I've talked to you guys about that before as a Common Sense Org ambassador. Super exciting resources. These guys are on it, always finding us the best way we can do it. And I just love their title, right? How can we celebrate the end of the school year from a distance? So it's not just about like the distance learning, but like celebrating. Yes, we're apart, we get that. It was just really kind of calming and then you go down and you see this lovely smile. Okay, so if you keep scrolling down, there's all kinds of resources. So number one was Darren's idea from the chat. Shout out to Darren, who called out Flipgrid. So, and if you look, as always, on the Common Sense org, there are these little dotted lines. So if you click on them, it will take you to the resources. So I'm obviously not going to go through them all. You have the resource and you can pick and choose what you'd like. But there is 20 resources there. And then for graduating classes, there's another 10. So 30 total. Obviously, I didn't count well, guys, 19 and then 11 after. But look at all those resources. So Darren also mentioned there thinking of getting students to, oh, your daughter's graduating this year. Oh, congratulations, Darren. That is so cool. That is really cool. Sorry, I just had a thought about how old she was. So I guess the age for graduating is different in every country too. That is so cool. Congratulations to her. And but the school hasn't contacted your daughter. Yeah. So this is the situation, right, guys? Some people are not able to make those connections. So I'm really sorry that that's happened to your daughter, Darren. That's really rough. Stephanie would like to, I'm just going to get back to that. Stephanie would like to drop the link for me. So Stephanie, I'm going to give you edit access so you can do that. Let's change the access. Why can't I change the access of my own Google slide? What's going on, guys? There we go. Okay, share. I'm not the owner. Okay, no problem. Steph, maybe you could drop the link in the YouTube chat and then I'll embed it. Is that okay? My other trainer admin account is the owner of this. Yeah. Okay, cool. So if you can just drop them in the chat and then I'll link them in if that's okay. So if you guys have the inbox zero link and then if you have the bootcamp we can pull that up on the screen to show everybody because it's super cool. Okay, so back to Darren's daughter, who is probably not the only person who's going to be, not having the graduation ceremony that they deserve. So we need to think outside the box and how can we celebrate everybody? So absolutely from this Common Sense Org one, the first thing would be a Flipgrid celebration. And I'm going to jump around now. If you scroll down to number 3 on the Flipgrid, so I've given you some information if you want that. This is the Flipgrid review. There's mixed tapes. This is a really great way to do it. So you could get the graduating class together and they could make a mixtape. They could make several mixtapes and then even app smash that up into a master video using WeVideo. And I know Darren's on the call. I think he's become like the master of WeVideo. So Darren, please go ahead and drop your okay, I'm going to check the Twitter. Darren, drop your awesome WeVideo from Short and Sweet into the chat so everybody can grab a hold of that as well because they would love to watch that video. So all of these resources are ways that you can remix videos create videos, upload videos, edit them, remix them in order to create an end of year celebration video for a graduating class. And not just a graduating class, this could be for any of your classes. So absolutely, absolutely do that. Okay, I have got the link for Inbox Zero. This is great. Awesome. Okay, great. So we are popping that in the chat now. Okay, so videos are a big win, guys, a big win. And there's Flipgrid, so those can be short little videos, but like I said, with Flipgrid mixtapes, you're going to be able to put that together. You can reorder them into the size you want. You can have students, obviously, depending on the age, because it's for education, take ownership and be digital citizens and lead the way with that. And then you have Adobe Spark. So Adobe Spark is also free, and they have, I know I shared that for post and web page at the beginning of distance learning, but they have the video app in there as well. So as long as you log in with Google and your school has signed up with federated IDs, which is through single sign-on, talk to your IT admin to help you get that set up, then your students can make their own videos. So like for myself, and I know Tamina's on the call, so don't go and tell anyone from work yet because it's a surprise, Tamina, but at my work, I'm going to create a choice board for our last week of school. We have a digital day, and it's going to be create like your favorite memories, and we're going to have all of these different ways. So these are some of the things that I'm going to be putting in there. For Spark videos, for We videos, we also have Adobe Rush because we have the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite, and Flipgrid is going to be in there. And even as you guys are saying in the chat, one of our teachers, I think the upcoming deputy head at our school, sent out a Leavers Flipgrid link, you know, to say farewells to the people who are actually leaving, because we are an international school, and so teachers do move on, and I'm sure educators move on everywhere around the world as well. And so if you would like to say farewell, this is a great way to be able to do it virtually. So those are some options for you. We've got Adobe Spark, We Videos linked in there. Again, you can use your Google for Education login, which is really nice because Google is so friendly, right, guys? And partners with a lot of people to bring educators and school organizations the absolute best. So thank you very much, Google for Education. The last one I put in there is actually an analog option because we have to remember equity and accessibility, and not everybody's going to have the same access to technology as we do. And so if you click on this, this is a blog post by the Butterfly Teacher. Really awesome. So you can follow her if you want. At near the end, she has an activity called the Memory Wheel. I think it's called the Memory Wheel. Yeah, Memory Wheel Craftivity. And it's a great way for students who don't have access to internet, or just kids who want to get out some awesome paper, pencils, colors, paints, and get on that. So like for myself also with the choice board grid that I'm going to share at the end of the year with our students, then there's going to be like an analog option for all of the digital ones. So it's something interesting to think about, but where you can have a digital, try to always match it equitably with an analog option. Definitely will go 1,000 miles. So those options are there for you guys. And then what else do we have? Let me just close that because that's obviously not going to load while I'm streaming. Okay, awesome. And then here, okay, end of the year. Oh, well, there's one more. So for celebration, today I'm a little all over the place because I'm so excited about these options. Just checking the chat over here. Yeah, so guys, Tamina is leaving Jordan. We're going to miss her. Can't really talk more about it on air than that. Otherwise, Georgina gets a little emotional. So Tamina is going to be joining the GEG UK folks soon. Darren, she is coming back to the UK, so you can, you know, connect with her in person when she gets there, and it's safe, obviously. And so, yeah, these are really important things to consider to be able to say goodbye to not only your colleagues, but also to your students. Social emotional well-being, guys, is like top-notch priority right now. It's been like almost 3 months. Everybody's remote distance learning from home. And it is not easy, not been easy for parents, for teachers, for students. So whatever you can do to try to bring that emotional piece into it, and just consider the well-being. Take the time to listen, to share, to celebrate. It is going to go 1,000 miles, guys, so really, really, really take time to do that. Hey, Robin's joining us as well. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so this is the GEG a man shirt, one of the polos. So we have our flag from Jordan, global GEG shout out, woo! One of the organizers is on the call, Stephanie Howell, and other GEG leaders are Darren and Robin on the call. And then we have our names on the arm, and of course, representing GEG a man. So yeah, thanks. This shirt's pretty cool. Okay. So let's take a look at cleaning up because we're almost done for the half hour, but I want to share with you guys some really important things that you'll need for the end of the year, whether that's this week or in 3 weeks or 7 weeks or it passed and you forgot, oh no, I forgot to clean up my drive. So this is all there. So number one is Google Takeout. I just want to say we have a Google Takeout video there, so you can watch it to understand how Google Takeout works. But basically, and I've written here, Google Takeout allows you to transfer your data from your Google for Education account into your personal account. Now, the first thing that needs to happen in order for that process to happen is the second link underneath, which is Takeout activated by your G Suite administrator. And that support link is highlighted for you there. They need to make sure in the admin console that the option is turned on so that staff can actually do that. And then you can watch the video on your own, absolutely, and there's support files there too. But basically, you're able to take out, it automatically transfers for you all of your personal files from your My Drive, and it transfer those to your personal account for you. So big tip, because I've had a lot of questions about this already. It does not automatically transfer items from your shared drive. Okay, so your shared drives are your organization's owned shared folders. And if you would like to, because it could be that you pasted or you uploaded or you shared all of your resources into your shared drive and forgot to save a copy for yourself. This happens. We have to be realistic, right? So if that is yourself and that happened to you, just get on board with your G Suite administrator or anybody who is a super admin. So if you have an ed tech coach at your school, or your IT person should be definitely responsible for that. They can help you make a copy of files that you need from the shared drive that you have permission from your academic leaders to take. And then they can take that copy and put it in your My Drive before you do your Google Takeout. So just a couple of tips from myself. And Darren said that he has dropped the short and sweet Twitter. Oh, yay, that is so good. Awesome. And actually, I should have those linked into the slide before. So I'm actually going to go ahead and check. Let's look at slide number 2. Oh, there we go, because Darren was a guest on our show the other week. And so if you guys take a look at the slide number 2, Darren's short and sweet YouTube channel is there. But I am going to go ahead and share the video links in the Google slide as well. Because Darren and Ben, his co-host and awesome partner, Google's youngest trainer, super awesome guy, and it's his birthday today. So super shout out, happy birthday to Ben. Okay, I think I have too much energy. It's no wonder my husband kicked me out on the balcony yesterday afternoon, guys. And he WhatsApped me a message today as well to let me know that he was going to buy headsets because I'm so loud. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's a loud volume or it's okay? I hope it's fine. Okay, so there's Darren's first one, and then here's his second one. And at the end of the call, when I'm done talking, I'll add these links into the slide deck for you guys as well, okay? So there is Darren's short and sweet for video. That's really going to help you guys a lot. So I'll add these here to 3B after the call is over, the live session. Okay, cool. So are you guys ready? Kim Martinez, another super Google awesome trainer, has a blog called The Tech Lady, and she has recently published, which I found on Twitter, the Google Classroom End of the Year Cleanup. Now, I'm posting this because it's got all kinds of goodies in there with video tutorials of what you can do to help clean up everything inside your Google Classroom before archiving it. And I believe she talked to Abid too on her podcast, didn't she, guys, the other day? Um, I'm not really sure. Oh, Stephanie says it's not too loud. Thank you, Stephanie. That's awesome. Oh, Mohammed says happy birthday to Ben. Yes, happy birthday to Ben. Yay. Um, yes. Oh, and there go the sirens, and I forgot to close my window again. I did this on Sunday. Sorry, guys. So in Jordan, when the curfew hits, they make this big loud siren that I didn't remember, but I heard it today. Have to remember to close the window next time. Okay, so check out this blog. All of the tips you guys need to know are there. Tamina and anybody else on the call who belongs to a school where the G Suite administrator set up your Google Classrooms, behind the scenes using the back end to set them up automatically for you guys. Some of these tips in this blog will not apply to you. So for example, teachers at my school will not be archiving their Google Classrooms by themselves because I'll just do it in a lump sum. I'll archive them all together at the end of the last day of school. So please, 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 before you do anything like, okay, let me go back to my slide deck. Before you do anything like a Google Takeout, before you do anything like a Google Classroom cleanup, including archiving your classroom, because you may still need it to teach your kids, right? Check with your ed tech coach, your instructional technology coach, check with your line manager, check with the IT manager, check with your Google person. I'm one of those people. You can definitely contact me if you have questions. Check and make sure, are your classrooms set up and ready to go through those steps, or do you need to wait till the last day? Or make sure you understand that if you're going to do something like a Google Takeout now, and then you generate other files through your teaching the next week, that those are not going to go automatically. So just make sure you check with the people you need before you do any of those things. The last two links, so we're going to do 3 more before we end the call. Yes, you're welcome, Tamina. Abed's here. Abed, hello. We were talking about you. It must be that what's the expression, guys, when the ear is burning? Isn't it about the ear burning, something on fire? I don't know, not literally, obviously. I can't think of the expression. Somebody will help me out most definitely in the chat, I'm sure. Okay, so welcome, Abed. Abed is the GEG leader from GEG UK. Abed, we were saying earlier a few things. Number one, that Tamina is leaving GEG Man to join you guys soon in a couple of months, and we're really going to miss her. So please take care of her when she reaches your team, okay? Number two, inbox 0, I was missing the link. So I think Stephanie or Darren sent it to me and I've now linked it in. So guys, if you are like Georgina, should I dare open? No, I will not dare open my personal inbox to show you guys because Abed might have a heart attack in his seat. Okay, so we don't want to do that to our lovely Abed. So if you're like Georgina with a massive inbox who just can't bring herself to click the archive button after she's added labels and actioned items, you need to get on inbox 0, okay? And do that before the end of the school year so that you can go on the summer holiday and be like, I am all organized up. And you'll be super ready for the upcoming school year. So click on the link. It's going to take you to this super duper awesome video. There's the lovely Rachel and Leslie and Abed, and that was like a woo through everybody. Okay, so all of these awesome ed tech leaders will walk you through how to get your inbox down to 0. And we'll go ahead and click the subscribe button. This is my trainer domain. Abed can't tell you that I'm going to be watching videos from the domain, but we'll definitely hit the subscribe button. So go take a look there. And then this last one, okay, there are 2 things you can do to organize your Google Drive. So number 1, I know Stephanie and Abed are on the call. And so if you would like to drop the YouTube video from that you guys did on your organized drive, I have to blow my nose again, from the Global GEG, please go ahead and do so. Sorry, guys. And then also, we have the Global Educator Group for, is it Los Angeles, LA? No, Louisiana. There we go. Oh, I'm working on my states. Stephanie, sorry, don't be upset with me. All right, GEG Louisiana has an awesome event in an hour from now. Okay, so after we finish GEG Man, go stretch your legs, get some food, get some water, re-energize, and then come back here and get organized with your Google Drive. So if you scroll down here in the link that I embedded, you'll be able to register here by entering your email address and click register, and then you'll be able to attend. So that's in exactly 1 hour from now, which is 8 p.m. our time in GMT +3 or EEST. And you will be able to learn from global educator group leaders from Louisiana. I'm so excited. It's so great to connect with people all over the world. Doesn't it just make you happy? Go Global GEG. These people right here. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, no, we are done. I think that's it. Okay. So that takes care of the resources. I hope you're able to find something useful on this slide deck to be able to remix for your classes. And maybe you already had a couple of cool things from the slide deck. And maybe you know some awesome educators like Ahmed is taking care on the call. Ahmed is taking care of like hundreds of schools here in Amman. So he'll be able to share out these awesome resources with those teachers. So just share, 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 because that is what makes the world spin. Well, not really scientifically, but I think you guys get my point. And we are all about spinning and community and sharing, and I'm not making any sense anymore. So to finish GEG Amman off for the evening, we are now going to share global GEG. So Oh, Abid's getting me on the time zones. Yes, I'm just looking over to the chat now, guys. So if you would like to, I'm going to go to bit.ly/global GEG sign up. You will go to this form here. Oh no, my bit.ly again. Guys, did I spell the web link correctly? That is crazy stuff. There we go. I think I needed to put the capital in there. Phew. Oh, for the slide deck? Sure, with pleasure, Ahmed. So this is the link for the slide deck so that you can have all of the resources. There you go for today's agenda. And then, as we said before, and I'll pop in three others. I'll pop in Darren's short and sweet wee videos in here, and I'll also pop in the global GEG bootcamp stuff. But I think Abid's laughing at me. That's cool. Can one of you lovely global GEG educator group leaders drop in the link? Oh no, I have it. That is one thing I do have. Very proud of myself now. Okay, here is, are you guys ready? Here is the link. Capital G for Georgina. Okay, I was a little excited there, guys. Okay, there is the global GEG link, and I'm going to add this to this slide deck as well. This is the boot camp that you have all been waiting for, literally, okay? Look at this artwork. And if you scroll down, look at all of these beautiful, inspiring leaders with these awesome caps ready to help you guys from all over the world. Look, Colorado, Texas, UK, Ohio, Virginia. There's that crazy lady in the middle on the left, not you, Robin, me, obviously. Tennessee, more from UK. Abid, there's Abid. So we've got all of these education leaders that are going to bring you guys the boot camp to help you get certified for your Google Certified Educator. So Ahmed, Tamina, everybody on the call, share this link out with everybody, including the form, if you would like to sign up to join this boot camp. So it's 3 days in a row. No, sorry, 3 Fridays, consecutive Fridays in a row from June 12th, 19th, and 26th. And the leaders, we're just going to run through. You can see day 1, day 2, and day 3 there on the left. So we are going to run through those events and help you practice and learn all kinds of L1 Google stuff, level 1 Google stuff, so that you can then get your Google Certified Educator achievement. So we are really excited. And I'm pretty sure Darren and Stephanie would love me to shout out that there is a leaderboard. So I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom. Take a look, guys. There's loads of stuff. There's a Wacolet session coming up soon as well. I'm pretty sure is that tonight, Stephanie, or tomorrow? Yep. And there's the leaderboard. Look, there is Robin's GEG Sofla. And Darren is, I think, unless Stephanie overtook him, #1 on the leaderboard. Let's check. Oh, Darren has been bumped, or maybe it's not updated. I'm sure he's going to let us know in the chat now. Either way, Get yourselves on the leaderboard. Oh, there's me. I just joined. I have no points because I have to go and get myself on the leaderboard. So you guys give me time now if I don't have any more Karen moments. Okay, so at the bottom of the website, click on level one GEG, a global GEG. You sign in and you're going to pick your Google account. So I'm just going to click my Google account. And then I'm going to be able to sign in, and then it's going to take me to the leaderboard, and it's going to ask you to set up your name and your Twitter account and your display board, and then you're going to watch for okay, I think I need to fill that in before I can do that. But basically, you need to watch for the challenges on Twitter, and you need to be able to go in and get yourself on the Twitter board. So if you are all into gamification and having fun while learning some pretty snazzy, cool things from some pretty awesome, inspiring people, then get yourselves to this website. And I will link it into this slide deck after we finish going live. Woo! I think we did it. I'm a few minutes over, guys, but there was loads to share today. Okay, let me check at the chat and see if there's any questions. Stephanie says she can't post in the chat. What? That is not good. Okay, so I'm going to have to open up, but you're typing in the chat. Do you mean you can't post a link in the chat? Maybe that's a setting I need to take a look at in YouTube then. That could definitely be the situation. Okay, if you guys want to drop it for me in Twitter, that would be cool, and then I can add it. There we go. Okay, but I think this is what we were talking about here, though, right? Steph, was the global boot camp, and click level 1. Okay, thank you, Stephanie. Stephanie says we click level 1, and here is the information we need. Awesome. Woohoo! Dina says she's going to start soon. Dina, there is no sad faces in GG, man. You are rocking it. Look, girl, you are a super duper inspiring educator. Dina is holding the fort in Cairo, Egypt, guys. Round of applause for Dina. And you just need to celebrate yourself because you are rocking it, girl, okay? And if you would like to join this awesome boot camp, please feel free. Stephanie and Abid, sorry, guys, I'm going to fix the YouTube settings after then so people can share links. Let me see if, yeah, I can't do it while we're going live. So I will change that setting after. I wasn't aware you guys couldn't post links there. That's strange for me because I thought people had before, but sorry about that if that's the case. Okay, no problem. We will fix that after. Okay, so here's the level 1. Here are the YouTube links that will be posted obviously after we've had the channel, the sessions. And here are the challenges. Oh, I'm so excited. See, I was asking Darren earlier, guys, where the challenges were because I wanted to get myself some points before going live today. I didn't realize I had to click on level 1. My bad. So here you go. Here are the challenges. This is how you can earn points. Woohoo! Let's see who can be the first GEG Aman person to get themselves in there and get some GEG Aman points on the board, guys. Who is with me? Let's do this. We are ready. As soon as I'm done live, I am all over this. Okay, awesome. All right, so that's the challenge. There's the pre-challenge and there's other challenges. Wow, loads of challenges. This is awesome. Congratulations to my awesome global GEG teammates who seriously rocked this website before going live. This is awesome. Woohoo! Super fun. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. So there's loads of celebration there. Cleanup account, inbox 0. Come back in 45 minutes for organize your Google Drive. I think it's 6 steps to organize your Google Drive with GEG Louisiana. Check out inbox 0. Really important to get to 0 before you close up for the summer holidays. And definitely register for Google Bootcamp with Global GEG people. This is where it's going to be at. There will be a level 2 bootcamp in July. So you can also fill out this form, which I dropped in the chat earlier. I'll drop it again now in order to register for the bootcamp for July for level 2. Global GEG sign up. There we go. And I think I got my capitals done correctly there that time too. I know, Darren, I'm so sorry. I'm going to work on this leaderboard now. It's just, it's been a long week. And to be fair to me, as some of you know, I was up at 2 a.m. this morning for an innovator chat. So I'm like, whew, maybe that's where the adrenaline is coming from. Lack of caffeine, I don't know. All right. Oh, Stephanie says Darren is down to 0 points on the leaderboard now, too. Very interesting. Hot off the press, guys, let me tell you. Okay, we're going to wrap this up because we are now 15 minutes over. It's always a pleasure and a super awesome time chatting with all of you wonderful education leaders around the globe. I would like to take the opportunity to thank all of the educators joining us live and anybody who is watching after the show today for taking the time out of your definitely busy lives right now. To join us and check out some super amazing resources to help you celebrate the end of the year with your students, and to wrap up the year in an organized fashion and make sure you've got, what's the expression? All of your ducks in the row, I think. I think that's the one, maybe not. You guys will help me out with the sayings, okay? So thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much for everything you are doing to support your students, your colleagues, your administrators, and your parents in your education community. It is not an easy time. Lockdown and everything is not easy for people. It is almost 3 months in, and people are definitely tired. So thank you for everything you're doing. We appreciate you, and we appreciate everything you're doing. So thank you for coming. And we look forward to seeing you at the GEG Louisiana event in 44 minutes. And guess what's back next Sunday, guys? That's right. Uh, Google Meetup is back next Sunday for well-being. So we are going to host at the same time, 6:30 p.m. GMT plus 3, 5:30 p.m. GMT plus 2 Cairo time, and 4:30 p.m. BST time. And I think it's 11:30 a.m. PST or PDT, Stephanie. Oh, I was so close. It's PDT or PST. I'm not sure. So those are some time zones. Come say hi. We're going to have a Google Meet, so we'll post it on social. And it's awesome always to just connect with people, share what's going well, just vent, relax, and have a good time. So we'll see you Sunday for our meetup at 6:30 p.m. And we will send out all of our June events by the Google group this weekend. So thanks again for joining, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on rocking Google. Bye for now.